In this video, we're going to discuss 3 different reasons why you should consider using an external outboard microphone preamp with your setup. You can easily connect a unit like this to your audio interface or audio mixer to get better results. First of all, if you are looking for pricing or specs for anything that you see in this video, we do have links down in the description below where you can see everything that we discussed in this video from a variety of online retailers to make sure that you are getting the best price possible. Now, the first reason that you'd want to consider using an external outboard microphone preamp is if you're in a situation like this. If you have a hard to power dynamic microphone like the Shure SM7B, and you have a good audio interface that has a ton of features like the Volt 276, but what if the Volt 276 just doesn't have enough gain to power the Shure SM7B? There are a couple different workarounds here. You can get an external inline microphone preamp and turn on phantom power from your audio interface to power that up. But another way to go is you can use a full-blown outboard microphone preamp, connect your microphone to this, and then connect this to your audio interface. If you look at an audio interface like the Volt 276, the Scarlett 2i2, or SSL 2 Plus, a lot of really popular audio interfaces have between 55 dB, and some of the newer ones do have up to about 70 dB of clean gain. If you go with an outboard microphone preamp like this one, it has up to 80 dB of clean gain. So this does resolve your gain problem once and for all by using an external microphone preamp. Now, another reason to use an external microphone preamp like this is because inside of this, there's only transistors, resistors, and capacitors. There's no solid state electronics, there's no computer processing, there's nothing like that. Some microphone preamps like this also have tube preamps in them. The point here is that you get a more realistic analog sound out of your recording if you use a preamp like this. The harder you drive it, you get more of that warmth. You might even get a little bit of that analog distortion. You might get more clarity, you might get more brightness. Depending on the preamp that you're using, you're going to get a lot more color and personality in your recording. And that can be really beneficial depending on the project that you're working on, especially if you're working with a dark microphone, like any dark dynamic microphone, but especially the Shure SM7B. A microphone preamp that has some of those characteristics might just wake that microphone up and give it a whole new personality. You might actually enjoy the way that it sounds. Now, last but not least, another good reason to use an external microphone preamp is it's kind of your gateway into external outboard gear. What I mean by that is if you want to use something else in your signal chain, say like a compressor here that I have in front of me, you can't just connect your microphone to a compressor and then go compressor to your audio interface or mixer. The way that you need to do it is you need to go microphone to preamp, so the preamp can boost that signal, so then your compressor can compress that signal, and then you can go into your audio interface. So by getting a microphone preamp like this, it really does open up a whole new world of processing equipment that you can get. Of course, you can do a lot of these things on the computer in your DAW or software or whatever you're using. But if you are sort of knowing that you're leaning towards going the analog route, if you like turning real knobs, then you do eventually have to start with a nice microphone preamp because you need to go from that device into some of your other external outboard gear. So I think there are some good reasons here to consider an outboard microphone preamp like this. If you have a hard to power microphone like the Shure SM7B, or if you have an entry-level audio interface that doesn't have enough clean gain for you, if you want some of that analog warmth, distortion, clarity, if you want to be able to drive the preamp a little bit more, I think this is a good option for you. And last but not least, if you know you're one of those guys, I'm kind of in this bucket where I prefer just to turn knobs and patch cables and do things the old way. An analog preamp like this is a really good way to get into that system to feed the compressor or feed your outboard gear that you want to use. Again, if you are looking for pricing or specs for anything that we've seen here, check out the links down in the description below. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a comment down below. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.